Yo guys, so today I'm going to show you 5 pieces of equipment that I think you definitely need if you're starting calisthenics or you're getting into calisthenics. You don't actually need this equipment, but it's definitely going to help you in the future if you're looking to progress in calisthenics to a good level. All of this equipment that I'm about to show you, I still use to this day for literally everything. There isn't a week where I don't use at least one piece of equipment listed here. So make sure you guys are paying attention because this is really going to benefit you in the future if you're looking to get into calisthenics and if you're looking to progress in the sport. Okay, so the first piece of equipment that I recommend you investing in is Parallettes. These are going to be so useful for just getting your body off of the ground without having to use too much strength. Using Parallettes is generally easier than doing calisthenic skills on the floor because you've got more grip on Parallettes and they give you that little bit of elevation that you need to perform skills a lot easier. And that doesn't mean that it's going to harm your floor skills, it's actually going to make them better because you're still learning the movement, but you're just making it easier for yourself and getting your body used to it to start off. For instance, I didn't even start doing handstand push-ups on the floor first. Yes, obviously I did train doing handstand push-ups on the floor, but I also mixed it in with Parallettes to get the best of both worlds. And I find that when you mix your training up with different grips and different things to grab and hold on to and balance on, it's going to benefit everything overall, so your overall balance and your overall stability with your body and your overall control. And not to mention your overall strength. These are so good for things like L-sits, handstand push-ups, planches, anything, you name it. Push-ups, 90-degree holds. Literally, you're going to benefit from using these for most calisthenic skills. And if you guys are looking to get Parallettes, then these ones are pretty cool. You can actually take these ones off and you can transport them anywhere. So it's actually really useful to have these just so you can, like, when you're traveling, you can use them literally wherever you go. If you don't have a gym, you can use them at home. You can go to the park and use them. They're so useful to have and they just act as like another dimension to your training. And if you do want to get these ones are from My Protein and you can actually get them for a discount right now. Just go to the link in my bio and enter the discount code CRayTrains. But yeah, you don't have to, but if you want to help me out, use my link and it will give me some money and it will discount your money. It's not much, but you know. The next thing that I really recommend you guys using are resistance bands. There is no better piece of equipment to get when you're starting off than resistance bands, especially for calisthenics. A lot of the skills in calisthenics people can't do when they start, so it's very hard for some people to do pull-ups, for instance, when they first start off. But when you use resistance bands, you can actually take some of the weight off of your body, allowing you to actually perform the exercise. And the cool thing about resistance bands is that when you use the thickest band, that's going to take off most of the weight, but you can actually get thinner bands that are going to gradually take off less and less weight until you can eventually do it with no resistance bands. And I find that a lot of people sort of get embarrassed using resistance bands and they just feel like they're cheating a little bit. But do not feel like that because resistance bands are so useful and it's going to get you skills a lot quicker. Yeah, okay, you might get some people that are like, oh, look at that guy or girl, she's using or he's using resistance bands. But at the end of the day, in 2 weeks or 3 weeks or a month, you're going to be doing skills that they dreamed of doing. And all because you started using these. And also, I still use resistance bands for like front lever training or one-arm pull-up training. They're such a useful tool. They're gonna last you a lifetime. I definitely recommend you investing in these and you're gonna progress a lot quicker than if you didn't get them. The next piece of equipment that I recommend you get, but they are definitely not essential, are rings. Also known as Olympic rings, I think. Using rings is going to be so useful. It's going to help your overall flexibility, and because you have to balance a lot more on the rings, stability is a lot more hard to coordinate. You're going to get stronger in all areas and it's actually going to hit your stabilizer muscles a lot more, allowing you to be strong in a lot more areas in your overall calisthenics. And I found that certain skills are actually easier on this, so you can actually progress with a lot of things. And let me give you a good example of how good these things actually work. When I've been doing weighted dips in the past, I hit a plateau. I was struggling to go up a weight and I just couldn't get there. I was just stuck on the same weight. And then I thought, let me get some rings and try dips on them. As soon as I got the rings, my dips literally blew up. And I'm talking an extra 20 kilograms on top of my normal weighted dips. So that is the power of the rings, I'm telling you. They're so useful and they're gonna last forever too. You can also just you get a little bag with them too. Let me get that. You also get a little bag like this that you can just slip them in and you can take them anywhere you need to. All you have to do is use the straps, you tie it around onto the ring, tie it onto the pull-up bar, and there you go. You can literally use them anywhere. You don't even need a pull-up bar, just somewhere where you can hang the rings and make sure obviously it's safe. And you can also travel with them and go anywhere with them. They can easily fit in the backpack or something like that, and it's such a great option to have if you're looking to travel whilst you're training, because you're never ever gonna lose strength when you have rings around you. As you guys know, or you're gonna find out, a lot of calisthenics movements and exercises actually require a lot of wrist stability and general wrist strength. And a lot of people do not have that to start off with. I know I didn't. So I really had to build my wrist strength up. And sometimes I would have little wrist injuries, which wasn't very good. So I would definitely recommend investing in some sort of wrist wraps. I think these ones are more for like lifting weights, but I just got any that were gonna protect my wrists. When you're doing stuff like handstands all the time and literally supporting your whole body on your wrists and your hands, it's definitely beneficial to protect them when you can. Literally, they're easy to put on. I've just put it around the wrong way. And they're not even hard to put on. You just put your thumb in like this and you wrap it around. And boom, done. All you have to do is that. You've got that extra wrist support that you normally wouldn't have, and it's gonna help protect your wrists. Because when you're starting off in calisthenics, it's likely, or it's literally guaranteed, that you're gonna fall over. You could potentially injure yourself. Obviously, if you're safe, it doesn't happen, but usually a lot of people end up, you know, potentially causing injury through falling, failing, and yeah, obviously it happens to all of us. But just for the extra protection, I would recommend getting some wrist wraps or something similar that you can use to protect your wrists and minimize potential injuries. The next thing you guys probably won't need for a while, but I'm gonna tell you anyway, just because, you know, I might as well. And that is a pull-up/dip belt. Obviously, you're not going to use this at the start because you're not going to be adding weight anytime soon, especially if you're starting with calisthenics. But it is definitely useful to add to your arsenal if you're looking to really progress in calisthenics, because when you have a belt like that, you can add weight to it super easily. You just need to put it on your waist and you can use it for anything. You can use it for pull-ups, you can use it for dips, you can use it for muscle-ups, you can even use it for handstand push-ups, but I wouldn't recommend that because it kind of does hurt if you mess it up, and it will slide down if you're not careful, especially because you're upside down. But yeah, that is going to be so useful for you guys that are getting to that advanced sort of level and you're looking to add weight to your calisthenics routine. The last thing that I'd recommend you guys getting, and this is not for advanced, I would recommend sort of anyone to get this if they can afford it. And that's going to be chalk. I'm not going to put it on because I'm going to get it everywhere and it's already going on me and it's gone all over my other equipment. That is the one negative about chalk, is that it does get absolutely everywhere. I'd recommend not actually getting like chalk that you just rub on your hands, because it is going to go everywhere and it's going to go all over your equipment and everything in your gym that you use, or just the place that you use. It's literally going to go everywhere. There's so much powder and it's just a mess. So if you do get chalk, I would recommend not getting one like that. I would recommend getting some liquid chalk, because it comes in like a little tub normally. All you have to do is just squeeze it out, rub it on your hands, boom, you got extra grip, and it's going to be helpful for stuff like pull-ups and just general pulling movements. It does give you that extra grip and it's going to give you a little bit of more strength. So if you can afford to get it, then I would definitely recommend you get it. And that is going to be it, guys. Definitely recommend you getting the main ones that I've talked about. 1, 2, and 3 I think are the most important. Or it might be 1, 2, and 4. But I'll put them on the screen now, the ones that I think are the most important, and I'll put on the screen here the ones that you don't really need, but you can definitely benefit from. But hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Let me know in the comments what equipment you use and what equipment you're looking to get. Like the video if you enjoyed it and if you want more videos like this. And don't forget to subscribe, because right now I'm uploading every single day and I'm going to try and keep this up for as long as possible. So make sure you're not missing out. And if you love calisthenics, if you love fitness, then definitely worth it. Have a great day, guys. See you in the next one, and peace.